On this episode of Carnage, Lightning McBarra is headed back to the dyno. So we are doing this again. That's right, Lightning McBarra is going back to the dyno. Last time we had on the dyno, it made 400 rear wheel horsepower at just 10 PSI boost. But when we went to turn it up, yeah, nothing happened. Our boost control was kind of kaput. So we got Bill Hooton from Hooton's Harnesses to come in and check some of the wiring. He did find a couple of connectors in the plug that were just a little bit, how you going? So he's fixed them up for us. And we're going to send it back and hopefully make some real boost, make some real power, and yeah, all should be good with the world. That's what we're hoping. A lot of people have been asking me about t-shirts. Where do they get, where do we get these amazing t-shirts? Well, you go to the Street Machine shop, of course. The new issue is going to be on stands next Thursday, so make sure you grab one of them. But then, we've got some new shirts coming. So, let's talk about some merch. There's a brand new Tirana shirt, just about to hit the stands. For those that like a bit of old school Tirana action, that looks pretty cool. When you're hot, you're hot. That's the old catch cry of the Tirana advertising back in the day. Then there's the Street Machine of the Year winner, the HD, Highly Dangerous. Another new shirt that came out at Summer Nats. It's been doing the rounds, so you can grab that on the Street Machine shop right now. Looks awesome. Then there's our Keep On Trucking shirt, which was modelled on last year's Street Machine of the Year winner. Cut down Chevy pickup. It's very cool. And then we've got the classic HQ for You, one of the most popular cars ever in Street Machine. It was a giveaway car that Street Machine built way back in the 80s, probably one of the most popular cars ever in Street Machine, pumped out HQ Coupe. We gave it away. It still exists today. It lives in North Queensland. But yeah, you can wear that car on your shirt, on your body, go to the Street Machine shop, buy them now. Plus you got the Never Lift design, which is very popular. A few people have asked about this. And of course there's some Carnage shirts as well. We've got Turbo Taxi and the classic Carnage shirt. So it's all available on the Street Machine store. Go and check it out right now. So here we are, back at Max Performance with the little Mazda. Hopefully it behaves this time. Hopefully we get to see some boost. And if we see some boost, we're going to see some power. Now we're seeing some boost. So yesterday afternoon we tried to dyno the MX5 and it still had that same boost issue. It would have boost control for one run and then everything would fall apart, and then we'd pull the plugs out of the ECU, plug them back in, and we'd have boost control for one run. And you know, Zane wasn't able to log any of the runs, so it makes it very hard to tune when you can't log the data. What we've worked out though, or what Lindsay and Bill worked out last night, so they came in last night, had a look at the car, had a look at a bunch of stuff, and turns out the Haltech IQ3 dash, well, the old race pack style dash, was backfeeding information into the ECU and causing some sort of drama, so communications drama, that was not allowing boost control to work and not allowing data logging, and really every time you tried to write into the ECU, it bricked the ECU and you'd have to start again and do a full rewrite of the whole ECU. So very frustrating. But we've worked out if we unplug the dash, none of that problem exists, which is fine because the dash, none of the figures on the dash made any sense anyway. The only thing on the dash that actually worked properly was the fuel tank sensor, so we know it's got fuel in it. But we will have to address that dash. What we think we're going to have to do is get a CAN Barra unit, and basically that will allow the Barra computer to talk to the Haltech dash through the CAN system, all right? Because Haltech run their own CAN system versus the universal CAN system. Yeah, confusing, I know, but we will get it sorted. That part of it won't be sorted today, but today we will see some boost, see some power, and finally the MX5 should be realizing its destiny. You know, we should be seeing 500 plus horsepower at the tires, maybe closer to 600. We'll see. It's going to make some power. We just need to have it cooperate. Anyway, Zane's going to come in and butt his head against the steering wheel some more. So we mentioned about the dash interfering with the ECU before, and that was the problem. Zane is now able to log everything properly, write to the computer properly, and now we're actually getting some proper tuning done. So yeah, just miscommunication things, it happens. But yeah, once we get a proper CAN Barra set up in this, I think that will solve all our issues when it comes to what shows up on the dash and how it communicates with the computer. But yeah, we're already seeing, what, 490 horsepower at the tyres, which is pretty good, and that was only at 15 PSI. I think another 5 PSI will see this thing well into the 500s. 550, 560 maybe? That'll be cool. Most we've seen out of this thing in, well, a long time, if not forever. 520 rear wheel horsepower, 387 kilowatts. We're finally starting to see some proper numbers out of this car. It's been such a nightmare. Seriously, this car is the most frustrating car we own. So we've just popped a cooler pipe off. Alright, let's fix this. That's the first time we've seen over 400 kilowatts of the wheels of this thing. 545 horsepower, that's nice. Yep. So we just had to cut things off right there. We had a leaky fitting, so we're just going to fix that up, and it should be good. But we're at almost 550 real horsepower. I'd love to see 600. If this makes 600, it's probably never going on the dyno again. But yeah, we'll sort out this fitting, and we should be good to go. So it looks like we fixed that fuel leak. Zane's going to send it again, and hopefully we'll see something closer to 600 rear wheel horsepower. If we see 600, it's done. We'll be happy with that, very happy. Pretty good. So what's happening right now is it looks like we don't have enough spring in the wastegate. We're going to do one more run with it. We'll see where it goes, and if it, well, wherever it goes, that's it. This is it. Last run for the day. But yeah, we may have to put some more springs in the wastegate. We've got no idea what springs are in the gate. So this is it. One way or the other. Last run. All right, we're going to call it there. What do we see? 565, 568, something like that. But yeah, it looks like we're going to have to put more spring in the wastegate. Maybe come back another day, or maybe we'll just send it the way it is. Either way, it's going to be fast. Okay, so that's not our highest figure. The highest figure we saw, I think, was 422 kilowatts. 565 horsepower, but I don't know that Zane saved the run. So this is what we have at the moment. Boost, the power curve looks great. Boost is what, about 18 pounds. And then air fuel looks fine as well. Now, Zane said he could tip heaps of boost into it at the start and it will, you know, probably carry that, but this is a bad place on the curve to be feeding lots of boost into it, all right? So you don't want to feed 21, 22 pounds of boost into it there, you'll break the rods, okay? He wants to put maximum boost up here, but the gate will not hold it at the moment. We need more spring in the gate so we can get the boost in the top end. So that's something we'll have to do at the workshop. We also have to sort out our Canberra stuff, so there's actually information on the dash. But it's been a pretty good day with the MX5 on the dyno, I've got to say. That's the most power we've seen since it had an LS in it, all right? Last time we had the LS, I think it only made 500 rear wheel horsepower, so 560 is really good. It ran 997 with the LS in it, so that should run 9s pretty easily. But we've got a bit to do still. Like I said, Canberra, we've got to do the wastegate spring, and we've got to get it Andra teched. Telf won't let me race it unless it's teched. This car makes him very nervous. Makes us all very nervous because it is a fast, light little car. We'll have to weigh it too. Everyone that keeps asking, what does it weigh? I have no idea. We need to put it on the scales, see what it weighs. So there is still more to come with the little MX5, and you'll see all that on future episodes of Carnage.